Good evening, baseball fans. You are here on Yankees The Ugly Truth with Ken. Tonight, we're going to be calling our game one of the White Sox versus the Yankees in the Bronx. As we all know, the Yankees are 2 games behind the Toronto Blue Jays for the AL East lead. This is the last week of the season for us. We end up going home. We end up ending the season on Sunday. So I want to thank everybody for taking time to watch a little bit of baseball and listen here on Yankees The Ugly Truth. I appreciate y'all's support, most appreciated. I'm going to lead off with the lineups. Medroff will be playing second base, leading off for the Sox tonight. Teal will be behind the dish, hitting out of the 2-hole. Montgomery will be at shortstop, hitting out of the 3-hole. Vargas is back on the field. He'll be playing third base, cleaning up. Cuero will be DH and hitting out of the 5-hole. Baldwin will be on the out in center field, hitting out of the 6-hole. Sosa will be playing first base, hitting out of the 7-hole. Robertson will be in left field, hitting out of the 8-hole. And Fletcher will be in right field, hitting out of the 9-hole. For our New York Yankees, Trent Grisham will be leading off, playing center field, hitting .237 on the season. The captain, Aaron Judge, will be in right field, hitting .326 out of the 2-hole. Cody Bellinger will be in left field, hitting out of the 3-hole, hitting .271 on our season. Ben Rice will be at first base, hitting cleanup, hitting .252. Giancarlo Stanton will be the DH, hitting out of the 5-hole at .268 this season. Jazz Chisholm will be in the 6-hole at second base, hitting .242. Manning third base and hitting out of the 7-hole will be Ryan McMahon, hitting .214 on the season. Anthony Volpe will be at shortstop, hitting out of the 8-hole, .211. And Austin Wells will be behind the dish, hitting out of the 9-hole at .215. And on the bump today is going to be Luis Gil. There have been a lot of doubters, and I've subscribed that the Yankees are going to take the AL East for well over 2 months now, and now it's time to show. Red Sox are going to be playing the Blue Jays in Toronto, so we can hope for some good things there. And as much as it pains me, I'm going to be pulling for the Red Sox tonight. We are just a couple of minutes before game time. Hey, Jacob, welcome to the stream, brother. Tonight is the first of a 3-game series against the White Sox. This is the final homestand for the season. We're going to be facing 3 here against the White Sox, and then 3 more against Baltimore in the stadium. If the Yankees win tonight, we clinch a postseason bid. God's honest truth, I feel that we're going to take the division. Maybe a lot of pressure for the boys, but I think they can handle it. Been playing some real good ball over the last month or so, and I see no reason why we can't take the division. How are we feeling about it? Do we think we can get to it? Something I learned a long time ago. If you can't see it, you can't believe it. Well, I see us taking the championship. I see us taking the AL East pennant. And in my heart, I believe that we can take our 28th World Series championship this year. I just think you got to have faith, and I certainly do. How about you? And as you can tell, you don't see my normal background here because I am hailing from the Philadelphia area, the city of brotherly love. So, hence, I will not have a bowling night tomorrow, and I will be calling tomorrow night's play by play. So, hence, stand by to stand by because we're ready to get it on. Chat's awfully quiet. No words of wisdom for me tonight. La 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 la. Welcome to the stream. For those of you that haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We are at 388 subscribers. We lost one yesterday or today. Hey, John, welcome to the stream. Well, I think that the Yankees are more than capable of running the table, John, and I've so much as predicted it. I said in the last 10 games we were going to go 9-1, and we lost our one to the Orioles in Baltimore. And like I said, I think we're going to do it. The Blue Jays are going to be facing Giolito tonight, Crochet tomorrow night, and Bilo on Thursday night. That's a tough row to hoe. And the Yankees are taking the field. What we need to see out of Luis Gil tonight is pitching in front of the hitters. He needs to not get behind and issue a boatload of walks. His last outing wasn't that impressive. He only made 4 2/3 innings, but I think that he'll do a lot better this evening. This is Hill's 10th start of the season. He is 4-1 with a 3.33 ERA. Opponents are hitting 237 against him, so they're hitting below league average. The outfield is going to be Bellinger, Grisham, and Rice. Infield is going to be McMahon, Volpe, Chisholm, and Rice. Wells be behind the dish, and Stanton at the DH. And Heel sets. First pitch to Mycroft is a fastball out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. Hey, Sean, welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. And Heel sets, fires, and the next pitch is going to catch the outside portion of the plate. Count is 1-1. And Heel sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is just a little bit high. Count is now 2-1. And you can hear the roll call being sounded off at the stadium. Heel sits, fires, and the slider is off the plate. Count is 3-1. This is not what we need to see. And heel sets, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to go to 3-2. Heel sets, and the pitch is chopped to McMahon. McMahon fields and fires across the diamond, and the backhanded scoop by Rice completes the first out. Let's go, Yankees. Coming up to bat is Teal. And heel sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. Teal is hitting .278.4 on the season, 8 home runs, 34 RBIs, and an .899 OPS. And heel sets, fires, and the pitch catches the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. And heel sets. Fastball is off the plate. Count is now 2-1. Heel sets, fires, and this pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike 2. Count is 2-2. What color is your goose? Heel sets, fires, and the slider is down and inside. Count is now full. Phil Cuzzy is the home plate umpire. He has 29 seasons in the major league, and he is a pitcher-friendly umpire. Heel sets and fires, and the pitch is way down low for ball 4. As Teal strips his gear off and heads to first base, the shortstop Montgomery is coming up to bat. And this is one of the things that we talked about for Heel not needing to do. Montgomery is hitting .221 on the season, 18 home runs, 49 RBIs, and a .785 OPS. Heel sets, fires, and the pitch is chop foul down the third base line. Count is 0-1. Heel checks on the runner at first. He sets, fires, and the first pitch or second pitch is in there for call, strike 2. Count is 0-2. Heel sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is up high. Count is 1-2. And heel sets. Pitches, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2. And heel sets. And he fires, and the changeup is fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2. Heel sets, fires, and the pitch is inside. Count is now deuce deuce. And heel sets. Pitch is off the plate. Count is now full, 3-2. Here we go again. And heel sets. And this pitch is hammered foul down the first base line. Count is going to remain 3-2. As we head to the ninth pitch of the at bat, heel is at 20 pitches already. Heel sets and he paints the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 3. And that is the second out of the inning and Heel's first strikeout of the night. Heel sets and he fires and he paints the outside portion of the plate for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. Vargas is hitting .230 on the season, 15 home runs, 57 RBIs, and a .710 OPS. Heel sets, fires, and the pitch is just a bit high. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And heel sets, fires, and the slider is off the plate. Count is deuce deuce. We're going to a lot of these counts. Heel is at 26 pitches, and the pitch is down low. Count is now full, 3-2. Once again. Vargas takes time out. And heel sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is waved at and missed for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the White Sox. Second strikeout of the game for Heel. No runs, no hits, and no errors. Yankees coming up to bat. Leading off is going to be Trent Grisham, followed by the captain, and then Cody Bellinger. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what we have. And for those of you who have hopped into our stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. How are we feeling out there, Yankees fans, baseball fans? Are the Yankees clinching tonight? Shane Smith is on the bump. He's going to his 28th start. He's 6-8 with a 4.06 ERA. And the first pitch to Grisham is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And Smith sets, and the pitch is inside. Count is evened at 1-1. And Smith sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-2. And Smith sets. Pitch is on the way, and the pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 1-2. And Smith sets, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2 as we head to the sixth pitch of the at bat. And the pitch is, what a horseshit call. It is definitely not a strike. Grisham does not swing at the ball, but the umpire rings him up. So that is the first out of the inning. All rise. The judges in the chambers. Smith sets and fires, and the pitch is called strike one. Paints the outside corner. Judge is hitting 326 on the season, 49 home runs, 105 RBIs, and a 1112 OPS. And the pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Smith sets and fires, and the curveball is off the plate. Count is 2-1. And Smith sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is now 3-1. And Smith sets. Fastball paints the outside corner for call. Strike two. Count is now full. And in two-strike fashion, the captain takes time out, picks up a rock and flips it to the side, getting his mindset set. Smith sets, fires, and the pitch is off the plate for ball 4. As the captain strips his gear off and heads to first, Cody Bellinger will be coming up to bat. Bellinger is hitting .271 on the season, 29 home runs, 97 RBIs, and an .815 OPS. And the pitch is on the way, and it is way inside. And in the note from the Red Sox Blue Jays game, in the top of the second, the Red Sox have hopped on the board 1-0. And pitch is off the plate. Count is evened at deuce. Hey, John, how you doing? Am I muted now? Smith sets and fires, and the pitch is once again fouled off. Count is going to remain 2-2. And Smith sets. Pitch is on the way, and Bellinger swings at one in the dirt. And he goes down on strikes. That is the second out. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. And this pitch is lined into right field. Judge is going to advance to third. So that is a 2-out single by Big Ben. So the Yankees have runners at first and third with 2 outs. Big Giancarlo Stanton coming up to bat. And the first pitch is on the way, and it paints the bottom of the strike zone. Call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And Smith sets, fires, and Stanton swings and misses. Count is 0-2. Stanton is hitting .268 on the season, 21 home runs, 56 RBIs, and a .918 OPS. And Smith sets. Wow, I think he painted the outside corner, but Stanton gets the call. Count is 1-2. And Smith sets. And Stanton is rung up on strikes. That is going to do it for the Yankees. Yankees leave runners at first and third with a hit. Coming up in the top of the second is going to be Caro, Baldwin, and Sosa. How we feeling, chat? Not a lot of dialogue going on there. Are y'all awake? A lot of exciting games going around the league tonight. A lot of playoff implications. And Heel sets and fires, and the four seamer catches the top of the strike zone for call, strike one. Caro's hitting 276 on the season, 5 home runs, 56 RBIs. Heel sets, fires, and he catches the outside corner. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is outside. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is hit into left field. Bellinger is camped under it, and that's going to do it for Caro. Coming up for Baldwin. Heel sets and he fires. Definitely paints the inside corner, but Rice drops the ball. It's called ball one. And Heel sets. And the pitch is hit into center field. Grisham is running, and he is going to make a fine catch just before the warning track. Covered a lot of ground on that one, and that is the second out of the inning. And the pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 1-0. It will. Hey, Cold Italian Pizza, welcome to the stream. Hey, fellas, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. Sosa's hitting 259 on the season, 21 home runs, 71 RBIs, 714 OPS. And the next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 1-2. And the heel sets and fires, and this one is lined through the infield to right field. And that is the first hit of the night for the White Sox. And Robertson's coming up to bat. First pitch is a fly ball to center field. Grisham is walking underneath it, and that is going to be at third out of the inning. And that'll do it for the White Sox in the top of the second. Heading to the bottom of two is going to be Jazz Chisholm, Ryan McMahon, and Anthony Volpe. Let's get some rat-a-tat on the chat. And for those of you hopping in the stream, we're heading to the bottom of the second. Score is 0-0. Shane Smith is on the bump for the White Sox. Jazz Chisholm is coming up to bat. I did hear that. And the first pitch to Jazz is a fastball off the plate. Jazz is hitting 242 on the season, 31 home runs, 79 RBIs, and an 819 OPS. And Smith sets, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-0. Smith sets and fires, and the pitch is way inside. Count is 3-0. And Smith sets, and the pitch paints the inside porcelain plate. Count is 3-1. And Smith sets, fires, and the pitch is way inside. Ball's going to go back to the backstop. And that is ball 4 for Jazz. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. McMahon's hitting 214 on the season, 19 homers, 52 RBIs, and a 690 OPS. And Smith sets. First pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Looks like the catcher is heading out to the mound for a mound visit. And Smith sets, makes a pickoff attempt at first base. Jazz is in there head first diving. And the pitch is fouled off. Count is evened at 1-1. That would be interesting, John. And the pitch is fouled off again. Count is now 1-2. And Smith sets, makes another pickoff attempt on Jazz. That's the second disengagement of this at bat. So could the Jazz Express be on the way, or is he going to give McMahon the opportunity to hit? And Smith sets. Hey, John the Beagle Dad. Pitch is on the way. Jazz is taking off, and he is going to steal second base. The pitch was up high. That is Jazz's 31st stolen base, and the Yankees have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. And the count is 2-2 on McMahon. Smith sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe. And Smith sets, fires, and the pitch is inside. Count is 1-0. Smith sets, fires, and Volpe hits this one through the infield to the right side. And Jazz is going to stop at third. So the Yankees have runners at first and third with one out. Austin Wells is coming up to bat. And Smith sets, and the first pitch paints the bottom of the strike zone. For call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And Smith sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 1-1. Smith sets, fires, and the pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 1-2. And Smith sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is hit into right field, and it is going to cream off the wall. Jazz is going to score. Volpe is going to advance to third, and the Yankees are going to have runners at second and third with one out, and that is a double for Wells. So the Yankees are on the board 1-0. And the pitch to Grisham is in there and fouled back. Count is 0-1. Grisham is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in the first. And the pitch is inside to Grisham. Count is evened at 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. Count is 2-1. Day-o. Day-o. Let's get it on. And the pitch is going to paint the bottom of the strike zone. Count is evened at 2-2. And Grisham takes time out. Day-o. Day-o. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 2-2. 2 ducks on the pond, Trent. Just a little rat-a-tat, brother. And Smith sets. Pitch is on the way, and Grisham swings and misses for strike 3. That is going to be the second out of the inning. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. Judges had a walk in the first inning, and they are intentionally walking him again. So Cody is going to come up with the bases loaded. Smith sets and fires, and this pitch is a fly ball to center field. And Baldwin is closing on it. He's going to make the play for the third out of the inning, not before the Yankees get on the board and score a run. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the second is going to be Fletcher, Midroff, and Teal, 9, 1, and 2. And around the league, in the top of the first, the Rays and the Orioles are locked up at zeros. In the bottom of the fifth, the Pirates lead the Reds 4-2. That's important in the AL or NL wildcard race. In the bottom of the fifth, the Tigers lead the Guardians 1-0. Another very important race. In the top of the fourth, the Marlins are losing 3-0 to the Phillies. As you know, in our game, the Yankees lead the White Sox 1-0. In the bottom of the third, or the top of the third, the Red Sox lead the Rays or Blue Jays 1-0. In the top of the third, the Nationals leads the Braves 1-0. In the bottom of the first, the Mets lead the Cubs 1-0. And that is your active scoreboard as we speak. All right, guys and gals, let's hear what you got to say. I will be back in half a click. I'm going to go check on my mother, make sure everything is okay. And the first pitch to Fletcher is in there for call, strike one. Count is 1-0, or 0-1. And the pitch is on the way. And it is a high plop up to shallow center field. Grisham is tracking it, and he's going to put it away for the first out of the inning. Hey, Jonathan, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. And heel sets, and the pitch is just a bit inside. Count is 1-0 to Mydroth. Mydroth grounded out in the first inning. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is just a bit high. Count is 2-0. And heel sets and fires, and the pitch is up and in. Count is 3-0. And heel sets, fires, and the pitch is called, strike one. And the pitch is chopped to third base. McMahon is bare-handing it, and he fires to Rice, and that is a great scoop by Rice, and that is going to be the second out of the inning. Cold Italian pizza. I can't answer that a question for you. I have no clue why he swung at the first pitch. And heel sets. First pitch is up to Teal. Count is 1-0. Teal walked in his first at bat. And heel sets. And the swing is checked. Count is 2-0. Heel sets, fires, and the fastball catches the inside corner. Count is 2-1. Heel sets and fires, and the pitch is way out of the strike zone. Count is 3-1. We're in the top of the third, and Heel's at 50 pitches already. And Heel sets, fires, and the four seamer catches the bottom portion of the plate. Count is 3-2. And Heel sets, fires, and the pitch is down low for ball four once again. That is Teal's second walk of the night. Coming up to bat is Montgomery. He's 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout. And Heel sets, and he fires, and he throws it. It gets past Rice, and Teal is going to advance to second on the throw. And Heel sets, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-0. And Heel sets, and the pitch is swung on and fouled off. Count is 1-1. And Heel sets, fires, and the pitch is hammered foul down the first base line. Count is 1-2. And Heel sets, and this one is hammered foul down the right field line. Count is going to remain 1-2. And Heel steps off the rubber. And Heel sets. Pitch is going to bounce in the dirt. It's going to get away from Wells. And Teal is going to advance to third. So now the White Sox have a runner at third with 2 outs. Count is 2-2 on Montgomery. And the ball is hit. It's 5-fly ball to left center. Bellinger is tracking it, and he's going to make the play for the third out. White Sox strand a runner at third. No hits, 1 runner left. As we head to the bottom of the third, coming up to bat is going to be Rice, Stanton, and Chisholm. And I will be back in a moment. And we are back. Ben Rice is coming up bat. He is 1 for 1 on the day with a single, and that is hat change number 1. I don't have my full repertoire here. And the first pitch from Smith paints the outside corner. Call strike 1. Count is 0-1. Smith sets and fires, and the pitch is down and away. Count is 1-1. And Smith sets, and the pitch is way inside. He's got Rice dancing. Count is 2-1. Smith sets, fires, and Rice fouls this one off. Count is 2-2. Ben Rice, what color is that goose? And Smith sets, and the pitch is chopped to the first baseman. Sosa's going to flip it to Smith, and he records the first out of the inning. Big G coming up to bat. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. And Smith sets, and the pitch is wow. I think it was in the strike zone, but it's called ball one. And Smith sets. Pitch is on the way, and Stanton swings and misses. Count is 1-1. And Smith sets. Pitch is on the way, and Stanton hammers this one foul. Count is 1-2. And Smith sets, fires, and that is the second strikeout of the night for Stanton. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm. Jazz walked in the first inning, stole a base, and scored the Yankees' only run. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is fouled down the first base line. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is hit sharply, and it hops over the top of Sosa. And Jazz is going to be on with a single. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. And the first pitch to McMahon is fouled off. Count is 0-1. And Smith sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is hit to left field. Robertson is backing up, and he's going to make the play on the warning track for the third out of the inning. No runs, a hit, and one runner left on base. Coming up to bat in the top of the fourth is going to be Vargas, Kiro, and Baldwin. For those of you hopping in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. How we feeling about the game, guys and gals? And let's take a look around the league. In the top of the second, the Orioles lead the Rays 2-0. In the top of the sixth, the Pirates lead the Reds 6-2 or 4-2. In the bottom of the sixth, the Tigers lead the Guardians 2-1. And the pitch to Heel is flying to right field. Judge is tracking it, and he's going to make the play for the first out. Tigers leading Guardians 2-1. In the bottom of the fifth, the Phillies lead the Marlins 3-0. As you know, in the top of the fifth, the Yankees lead the White Sox 1-0. In the bottom of the fourth, the Red Sox lead the Jays still 1-0. And the pitch from Heel is in there for call, strike one. And in the bottom of the fourth, the Nationals lead the Braves 1-0. In the bottom of the third, the Cubs lead the Mets 3-1. In the top of the first, the Rangers and the Twins are locked up at zeros. And the pitch is on the way, and it is chopped to Jazz. Jazz is going to flip it to Rice for the second out of the inning. And that is your Major League scoreboard as of right now. Baldwin is 0 for 1 with a flyout in the second. And the first pitch is a fastball that paints the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 0-1. And Heel sets, fires, and this pitch is a skied fly ball to center field. Drifting is Grisham, and he's going to make the play for the third out of the inning. Heel retires the side in order. Coming up to bat is going to be Anthony Volpe, Austin Wells, and Trent Grisham. Well, what I'd like to see, Sean, is the Red Sox take the Blue Jays out this evening, and we take the White Sox out, putting us one game behind the Blue Jays. And then I want to hear the doubters. Right now, Yankees are leading 1-0, so I have no trolls in here with their Debbie Downer crap. But I almost guarantee you money. If the Yankees give up the lead or go down, they will be here quickly, telling us how the Yankees stick and the division is out of the hands. Just some personal beliefs and suppositions. This is a long commercial break. No bullpen that you're afraid of in the postseason. Interesting thought. And Smith sets. First pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Volpe has a single. He is 1 for 1 on the day in the second. And Smith sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-1. And Smith sets and fires, and the pitch is way off the plate. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is fouled straight back. Count is going to go 2-2. Deuce, deuce. And the curveball is just tip foul. And the pitch is on the way, and it is a high fly ball to right field. Fletcher is backing up, and he is going to make the play just short of the warning track for the first out. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. Wells is 1-for-1 on the night with a double in the second inning. And the pitch is on the way, and it is foul straight back. Wells is 0-1. And Smith sets. Pitch is in the middle of the plate for call, strike two. Count is 0-2. And Smith sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is foul straight back. And in the bottom of the fourth, the Blue Jays have drawn even with the Red Sox. Score is 1-1. And this ball is hit to right center field. And Baldwin is going to lay out and make the play to retire Wells. Second out. And the pitch is on the way, and Grisham fouls this one back. Count is 0-1. Grisham is 0-for-2 on the night with a pair of strikeouts. Definitely hoping to avoid the hat trick. And Smith sets, and the pitch is down low. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and Grisham swings and misses. Count is 1-2. Smith is at 73 pitches. And Smith sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled straight back. And Smith fires. The curveball is down low. Count is deuce deuce. Trent Grisham, what color is that goose? And Smith sets, fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is full, 3-2. And Smith sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is a curveball down low and inside for ball 4. All rise, the judges in the chambers. The captain has a base on balls and was intentionally walked in his last at bat. And the first pitch is a lawn dart in front of the plate. Count is 1-0. And Smith sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 2-0. And the pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 3-0. And Smith sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is high fly ball to center field. Baldwin is backing up, and he is going to make the play for the third out of the inning. No runs, no hits, and a runner left at third base. Yankees lead the Sox 1-0. Coming up in the top of the fifth is going to be Sosa, Robertson, and Fletcher. 7, 8, 9. For those of you who have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And I will be back in half a click. And Will Robertson is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a flyout in the second. And the pitch is hit to shallow right center, and Grisham is charging and going to make the play for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Dominic Fletcher. He is 0 for 1 on the night, flew out in the third. And Hill sets and fires and paints the outside corner. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is a towering fly ball. Volpe is tracking it, and he makes the play in shallow left field for the third out of the inning. Hill has retired 7 in a row. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the fifth is going to be Bellinger, Rice, and Stanton. Hey, Dennis. All right, Dennis, trying to get into this game, but this Cleveland Detroit game has to be playoff baseball. Well, same thing with the Red Sox and the Blue Jays, Dennis. Actually, there are a bunch of games that are tagged like that. And around the major leagues, Orioles lead the Rays 2-0 in the bottom of the third. Pirates lead the Reds 4-2 in the bottom of the sixth. That is a playoff implication game. Guardians lead the Tigers 3-2, another playoff implication game. Phillies lead the Marlins 3-0 in the top of 7. As you know, in our game, Yankees lead the White Sox 1-0 in the bottom of the 5th. In the top of the 5th, the Red Sox and the Jays are tied at 1 apiece. In the bottom of the 5th, Nationals and the Braves are tied at 1 apiece. In the bottom of the 3rd, the Cubs lead the Mets 5-1 playoff game. In the bottom of the top of the 2nd, the Rangers lead the Twins 1-0, and that is our active Major League scoreboard for the night. And the first pitch on the way to Belly is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and Bellinger hammers this one foul. Count is 1-1. And Smith sets, fires, and this pitch is chop foul. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is inside. Count is 2-2. Cody is 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a strikeout, or a flyout and a strikeout. Smith sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off. Count is going to remain deuce. Cody Bellinger, what color is that goose? And Smith sets, fires, and Bellinger chases a ball out of the strike zone for strike three. That is Belly's second strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a single. And the first pitch is on the way. And the third base umpire says he went around. I don't think so. And Smith sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low for ball one. Count is even at 1-1. And Smith sets, and this one is hammered into right field, and this is going to stay in right field. Rice is heading to second, and Rice is thrown out at second. Great throw by Dominic Fletcher to get Rice. And Stanton is up to bat. Pitch is on the way, and Stanton fouls this one off. Count is 0-1. And Smith sets and fires and paints the outside corner for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2. Stanton is 0 for 2 on the night with a pair of strikeouts. And Smith sets, and Stanton swings at it. So that is the hat trick for Giancarlo. As we head to the top of the sixth, Medroth, Teal, and Montgomery coming up to bat. Lordy, lordy, lordy. For those of you that are hopped into the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. I would feel much more comfortable with a few more runs. Eight strikeouts, and Stanton owns 3 of them. So is it time to put Stanton on the shelf? And Hill sits, and the first pitch is down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And heel sets and pitches, and the ball is grounded to Rice. Nice fielding play. He's going to take it by himself, and that is going to be. And Teal is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the day with a pair, or he has 2 walks on the day, no official at bats. And heel sets, and the first pitch is a fly ball down the third base line. McMahon's giving chase. This is going to make it into the stands. And heel sets, fires, and the pitch is going to catch the top of the strike zone. Count is 0-2. And heel sets, and the pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled down the third base line. Count is 0-2. And heel sets, fires, and the pitch is way out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is going to land broken. God's sakes. Grisham and Judge did not talk, and the ball drops in right between them. So that is going to be a hit because nobody touched it. So that is a runner at first with 1 out, and that was 8 straight retired until that hit. Montgomery is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the night with a flyout and a strikeout. And heel sets. First pitch is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. And heel sets, and he paints outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Yeah, I guess the baseball gods didn't want to hear me cussing. So I'm back. Can you hear me now? It looks like Fernando Cruz is starting to warm up in the bullpen. And the first pitch is on the way, fouled off by Baldwin. Count is 0 and 1. And heel sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off. Count is 0 and 2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike three. That is going to do it for the White Sox, but not before the White Sox add 2 runs to take a lead. White Sox lead the Yankees 2-1 heading to the bottom of the sixth. Coming up to bat for the Yankees is going to be Jazz Chisholm, Ryan McMahon, and Anthony Volpe. Oh, where are my troll buddies? Yankees are now losing. Yo, I anticipate you'll be here, spewing poison pen. Oh, where do we go? And for those of you who have hopped into the stream, please hit the like button and share it out. Share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Yes, Arizona does. And it looks like Tyler Gilbert is coming into the pitch for the White Sox. Gilbert has an interesting history. He sets and fires, and the first pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0 1. Tyler Gilbert was a pitcher for the Arizona Diamondbacks. In his first major league appearance, he threw a no hitter. And the pitch is on the way. Count pitch is off the plate. Count is 1 and 1. Then he had a shoulder injury, went through Tommy John, and has never been the same pitcher. And the pitch is hammered down first base into right field. So Jazz is going to be on with a leadoff single. Chisholm Chisholm has been on base for the third time on the night. And the Yankees are going to pinch hit Ahmed Rosario for Ryan McMahon. Rosario is hitting .282 on the season, 6 home runs, 23 RBIs, and a .762 OPS. And the pitching coach is coming out. He's going to give a scouting report on Rosario. And it looks like Leisure is warming up in the bullpen. And it's a pickoff attempt. Jazz is back, diving in safely. And the first pitch from Gilbert is going to catch the top of the strike zone for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And Gilbert sets, fires, and this one is hammered foul. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. And that is going to be the first out of the inning. Anthony Volpe coming up to bat. He is 1 for 2 on the night. And the first pitch is on the way, and it paints the outside portion of the plate for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Volpe is 1 for 2 on the night with a single in the second. And the pitch is on the way, and Volpe swings and fouls this one off. Count is 0-2. And Gilbert throws over to first. Jazz is back standing up. And Jazz is picked off. He's in a rundown. And Jazz is thrown out at second. Pitiful. Absolutely pitiful. 0-2 on Volpe with 2 outs. And the pitch is swung on and missed. So that does it for the Yankees in the bottom of the sixth. No runs, a hit. And as we head to the top of the seventh, the White Sox lead the Yankees 2-1. Coming up to bat is Solsa, Robertson, and Frederick or Fletcher. Well, well, well. And Fernando Cruz is coming in. Rosario is taking over at third base. And Cruz sets and fires, and the first pitch is going to be called strike one. Did not check his swing. Pitch was nowhere near the strike zone. He just waved at it. And Cruz sets and fires, and the splitter is off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. And the pitch is on the way. Swinging strike two. And Cruz sets, fires, and the pitch is going to bounce all the way to the backstop. Count is 2-2. Hey, Chef Nick, what do you know? And Cruz sets and fires, and the pitch is up high. Count is now full, 3-2. And the pitch is hit sharply to Volpe. Volpe fills it cleanly, shoots it across the diamond to right for the first out of the inning. Robertson coming up to bat. He's 0 for 2 on the night. And the pitch is chopped to Volpe, who fires to Rice, and that is the second out of the inning. And heel sets and paints the outside corner for call, strike one. Fletcher is 0 for 2 on the night with a pair of flyouts. And Cruz sets, fires, and catches the outside portion of the plate for call, strike two. Count is 0 and 2. And the pitch is hit into left field. Bellinger closes on quickly. And that is a 2-out single for Fletcher. Mydroff is up to bat. And the first pitch is hit to left field. Bellinger is tracking it, and he's going to make the play on the track. And that is going to do it for the third out of the inning. No runs a hit, no errors. United States Army in the house. Chief Warrant Officer Myron Tutko served during the Cold War. Thank you for your service, sir. For those of you that have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the seventh is going to be Wells, Grisham, and Judge. And it looks like Jordan Leisure is coming in to replace Tyler Gilbert. And Leisure sets, and the first pitch is down low. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is in there for call, strike one. Wells is 1 for 2 on the day with a double. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled straight back. Count is 1-2. And Leisure sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed by Wells. First out of the inning. And the pitch is on the way, and it is down low to Grisham. Count is 1-0. And Leisure sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is up high. Count is 2-0. And Leisure sets, and the pitch is inside. Count is 3-0. And Leisure sets. Pitch is right down the heart of Broadway. Count is 3-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is up out of the strike zone for ball four. As Grisham strips his gear off and heads to first. All rise. The judge is going to be in the chamber. Warming up in the Yankee bullpen is Tim Hill and Devin Williams. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off to the right side. Count is 0-1. Yankees have a runner at first with one out. Yankees we're in the bottom of the seventh. Yankees trail the White Sox 2-1. And Leisure sets. Fires, and the captain swings at a ball out of the strike zone. Count is 0-2. And Leisure sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is up out of the strike zone. Count is now 1-2 on the captain. Count is 3-2 on the captain. And leisure sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded up the middle. And it is going to be a 4-6-4-3 double play to end the inning. No runs, no hits, and no errors, and nobody left on base. Hey, D-Rod. Oh, I'm not quitting on the team. I will be back in half a sec. And the count is 3-2 on Teal. And Heel sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is the first out of the inning. And Montgomery is up to bat. And the pitch is on the way, and that is a swinging strike 1. Hill sets and fires, and this one is grounded to Rosario, who sets and fires across the diamond to record the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Miguel Vargas. Vargas is 0 for 3 on the night. Hey, John the Beagle Dad. For those of you who have hopped in, if you could please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And Hill sets and fires, and the pitch is called strike one. And the pitch is on the way, and this is a line drive up the center. Grisham is going to field it, and that's a base hit for Vargas. And it looks like Luke Weaver is coming in. And we will go over the scoreboard for tonight. In the top of the fifth, the Orioles lead the Rays 4-0. The Pirates have defeated the Reds 4-2. Playoff implications in the National League wildcard race. The Guardians have defeated the Tigers 5-2. Playoff implications in the wildcard race and division race. In the top of the ninth, the Marlins and Phillies are tied at 3 apiece. In the top of the eighth, the White Sox lead the Yankees 2-1. In the top of the seventh, the Red Sox lead the Blue Jays 4-1. In the top of the eighth, Braves lead the Nationals 3-2. In the bottom of the fifth, the Cubs and the Mets are tied at 6 apiece. In the top of the fourth, the Twins lead the Rangers 2-1. And that is your active scoreboard for tonight. And for those of you who have just joined, the White Sox lead the Yankees 2-1. They have a runner at first with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is Kiro, who is 1 for 3 on the night. Luke Weaver is coming in to replace Tim Hill. And Weaver steps off the mound. And Weaver sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is a 4-seamer inside. Count is 1-0. And Weaver sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. And Weaver sets. Pitch is on the way. It is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Caro is 1 for 3 on the night with a single in the 6th. And the pitch is on the way, and this is driven to deep right field, but Judge is sitting there waiting on it, and that is going to be the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, a hit, and a runner left on base. Coming to the bottom of the 8th is going to be Cody Bellinger. Ben Rice, and Giancarlo Stanton. La 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 la. So the question is, do the Yankees have it in them to mount a comeback? What do you think? Chat's awfully quiet. Christmas caroling through my neighborhood. Yeah, I can do that. And Taylor is coming into the game. And he fires, and the first pitch paints the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike one. Hey, Michael. And the pitch is chopped to Madroff, and he flips it to Sosa for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. And the pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in there for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And the next pitch is on the way, and this is driven into left center, and that is going to dunk in for another base hit for Rice. So that is Rice's third hit of the night. Coming up to bat is big Giancarlo Stanton. He is the proud owner of a hat trick this evening. Let's hope not for a golden sombrero. And it looks like Caballero is coming in to pinch run for Ben Rice. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Taylor fires over to first. Caballero is back in there head first. First disengagement. And Taylor sets. Fires, and the fastball is inside. Count is 1-1. And Taylor sets. Pitch is on the way, and Stanton swings through it. Count is 1-2. Caballero takes off, and this one is hammered to left field. Robertson is going back, and it is going to be caught on the warning track. Caballero is heading back to second base or first base. Got in just on his handle a bit. And coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm. And the pitch is lined down the right field line. It is a fair ball. It is bouncing. Caballero is going to third. So the Yankees have runners at first and third. Hey, AD, how you doing? For those of you that have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And Taylor sets, and the slider is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. And Taylor sets, fires, and the curveball is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Or 1-2, excuse me. And Taylor sets, and the curveball this time is chopped foul. Count is going to remain 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it bounces in the dirt. And Jazz is going to take second. So the Yankees have runners at second and third with one out. The count is 2-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Rosario is called out on strikes. That is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the eighth. Well. And the Yankees are going to strand two at second and third. Coming up in the top of the ninth is going to be Baldwin, Sosa, and Robertson. And I will be right back. And Baldwin picks up a leadoff double off of Weaver. Coming up to bat is Sosa. He is 1 for 3 on the night. Weaver sets, fires, and the pitch is in there for call, strike one. And Weaver sets, pitch is on the way, and the ball is in the dirt. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 1-2. And Weaver sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2. And Weaver sets. Changeup is chop foul down the third base line. Count is going to remain 1-2. And Weaver sets. Pickoff attempt at second. And the runner is back in head first, safe. And Weaver sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is hit foul down the right field line. And Weaver sets. Pitch is swung on and missed. It bounces away from Wells. He throws to first to complete the putout. So it's a strikeout putout 2-3. And that is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Robertson. He is 0 for 3 on the night with a flyout, lineout, and a groundout. And Weaver sets and he fires, and the pitch is off the plate for ball one. Count is 1-0. Weaver checks on the runner at second. Pitch is brought on and it is swung on and missed. Count is evened at 1-1. Count is 1-1. Weaver checks on the runner, sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on down low, and it was out of the strike zone. Count is now 1-2. Fletcher takes timeout. And Weaver steps off the rubber. Weaver sets, fires, and the pitch is foul straight back. And Weaver sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is chopped to first base. Goldschmidt is going to field it cleanly and flip it to Weaver for the third out of the inning. And that'll do it for the White Sox in the top of the ninth. So, can the White Sox rally, clinch their postseason berth, and probably get to within one game of the Blue Jays? I guess we're going to find out because we have Volpe coming up to bat, Wells coming up to bat, Grisham coming up to bat, and the captain sitting in the hole. I want to thank everybody for hopping into the stream and listening to a little bit of baseball tonight. Appreciate y'all's support. If you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And it looks like Brandon Eisert is replacing Grant Taylor in the outfield. And Eisert sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Eisert sets, and the pitch is down low off the plate. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is hammered into left center field. And Volpe is going to be on base. Robertson makes a fine play cutting over. So the Yankees have a leadoff single in the top of the ninth inning. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. He's 1 for 3 on the night with a double. And the pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 2-0. Isert sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is now 3-0. And Isert sets, fires, and the pitch is going to catch the inside portion of the plate. For call, strike one. Count is 3-1. Pitch is on the way, and Wells fouls this one straight back. Count is now 3-2. And Isert sets. He makes a pickoff attempt on Volpe. Volpe is back in standing up. And as you know, the Yankee faithful are giving the pitcher hell. And Isert sets and pitches. And this one is hammered foul down the right field line. Day-o. Day-o. And Isert sets. Pitch is hammered into right field, and that is going to be a one-hopper to Dominic Fletcher. So Volpe is going to advance to second. Yankees have the tying and winning runs on base. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham. Great at bat by Wells. Grisham is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the night with a pair of strikeouts and a pair of walks. So it looks like the pitching coach is coming out to talk to Isert. Hey, John, welcome to the stream. For those of you who have just hopped on, if you could, please hit the like button and share the channel out. If you're not a member of the Yankees Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. And Isert sets, and the pitch is grounded to the second baseman. Is going to be a 4-6-3 double play. Volpe is going to be at third with 2 outs, and the captain up to bat. Judge is going to get intentionally walked once again. So the Yankees are going to be facing Isert, Bellinger. We have runners at first and third with 2 outs. Can Bellinger come through once again? He is 0 for 4 on the night with a flyout, ground out, and a pair of strikeouts. And pitch is on the way, and it is down low and off the plate. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is now 2-1. And Isert sets. Pitch is on the way, and Belly swings and misses. Count is 2-2. Yankees are down to their final strike. Can Belly come through? And the pitch is on the way, and the way off the plate. Count is now 3-2. So the runners are going to be released with the pitch. And Isert sets, fires, and this one is pop foul behind the plate. And that is out of play. And Isert sets, pitches on the way, and this is going to go all the way to the backstop. And Caballero is going to Volpe is going to come in there and score. And the Yankees have now tied the score at 2. And Judge is going to move to second. Bellinger is going to take his base at first. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. And Volpe is going to score on a wild pitch that went all the way back to the fence. So the score is now tied at 2-2. Isert has been knocked out. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Throw, Jack. Back no more, no more, no more, no more. Oh, where all my troll buddies? Where are you at now? I haven't seen but one of you come in and say a crap comment. Oh, where could you be? And Steven Wilson is coming in to replace Brandon Isert. The White Sox used their closer in an earlier leverage situation. Is Caballero going to be able to help us walk this game off? So the game is tied at 2. Yankees have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Jose Caballero is coming up to bat, and the first pitch is a sweeper down low for ball 1. Caballero's hitting .237 on the season, 5 home runs, 35 RBIs, and a .699 OPS. And as you can imagine, the crowd in the stadium is on their feet. And the sweeper catches the inside portion of the plate for call, strike 1. Count is 1-1. And Wilson sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is evened at 2-2. And Bednar is warming up in the pen. Wilson sets. Pitch is on the way, and the 2-2 is fouled off. Count is going to remain 2-2. And Wilson sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off. Count is going to remain 2-2. Jose Caballero, what color is that goose? And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled into the umpire's mask. Count is going to remain 2-2. And Wilson sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off. Count is going to remain 2-2. As we head to the 9th pitch of the at-bat. And Wilson sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is blooped into center field. And Judge is rounding third, and that is going to score the game-winning walk-off run. Yankees win this one 3-2. Caballero has the game-winning walk-off hit, the first of his career. The Yankees have now clinched a postseason berth, and if this game in Boston closes out or in Toronto closes out, the Yankees will be one game behind the Rangers. So, all you doubters out there, what did I tell you? Yankees are taking this division. I want to thank everybody for hopping into the stream and listening to a little bit of baseball. I appreciate y'all supporting the channel. Before I shut her down, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. I recommend heading over to NY Yankee Mania with Joe for the post-game review. And like I said, I will be back tomorrow night to call game 2 of this series. And God's honest truth, my heart is pumping a mile a minute, and I'm extraordinarily happy. I will say, in my traditional fashion, let's go Yankees, and we'll see you in the funny papers, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great night.